believe we peaked in the 90s. Come on, come on, come on, prove me wrong. Tuck your friendship bracelet back in your shell suit sleeve. Come on back in time with me. Again, and hello, it's Vo, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. It's woken up at 5, it's raining, and it's not great. Can get some stuff done, but don't want to stray too far. Chopping down the trees does make a bit of noise, so we don't want to get complacent and get snuck up on by a zombie that we've somehow missed. Yeah, there's plenty of trees around, and we've got the wood axe, which is the appropriate tool. Gonna pop down some more floor tiles, which will act as a ceiling for our rooms. Once we've got them sealed in, the game will consider them inside, apart from this small room that has the stairs in it. And then that room will be warmer, and we'll be able to connect up rain collectors with sinks that we've got in cabinets that we're going to steal from people's kitchens. Use the walk to command to see where you can walk to. Make sure we can walk all the way onto the roof. These roofs are quite deceptive. Some parts of them might be hollow. You could just be walking across the roof and then suddenly, pow, you're downstairs. If you're laden with logs and things, and you're overweight, overburdened, carrying stuff, you can do yourself some serious damage. Yeah, a few playthroughs ago, I based up here and made a nice 2-story structure, like a whole floor above the concrete room, and somehow fell off the edge. And because the base didn't have a tier below, fell 2 floors. I don't think I was overly burdened. Did have some stuff on me, obviously. Yeah. Broke the leg. It's a disaster. And I'd never done it before, so I didn't know that you needed a splint. Didn't know how to make a splint or what the ingredients were. Had the game paused, looking up all this information. But yeah, unpausing the game and trying to make my way to where I would find all the materials to make a splint. Didn't make it. Yeah, you gotta be careful working at heights. It's one of the things that will get you, along with everything else. Like house alarms, drawing in a whole bunch of zombies. This one's got a bag. Hopefully it's got something good in it. Yeah, once you've been playing for a while, you can identify the different things. I never found a katana. But sometimes you'll see a zombie with a bread knife sticking through it, thinking, that looks like an awesome weapon, and it's just a bread knife, you know? Yeah, some of the things are kind of deceptive. You get used to them after a while. So I managed to take out a bunch of zombies that are lured in by the house alarm. It's better that we get them than they get us. After we get rid of them, we can go in and loot the house. An early start. Get on with our disassembly. Find any good literature, and VHS and CDs and stuff. Still got power. Able to loot the perishable food. Keep working on our electronics. We did get that up yesterday. So hopefully it's going to be in a position where he can start picking up some of the appliances and fill out his kitchen a little bit. Still got plenty of time for that. Can be disassembly targets as well. But they require the propane torch. That's a finite resource. So we want to go for using it sparingly. You know that disassembling the baths gives us the most XP for metalwork. So generally want to focus on those and car wrecks. It's the most useful things to get rid of. Sunday driver does keep you safe from yourself to some degree. But getting rid of the car wrecks will help. You can still injure yourself pretty badly, crashing your car into things. There we go. Managed to get up a level metalworking. Taking away your ability to tow the vehicles, it's pretty bad. It's not really worth the trade-off of saving yourself from crashing your car. Gonna tick off all these homes that we've done on the map. Still a few leftover Zeds. Yeah, didn't manage to lure them all in with the alarm. Yeah, we'll keep working our way through until we've got all the stuff out of all the places. Tell by all the open doors where we've been. Need to work on our running a little bit. Running's generally a bad idea, so it'll leave you out of puff to deal with the zombies. At the same time, you won't get any running XP if you don't do any running at all. If you know you're covering a large distance where you've already been and you've already supposedly cleared out the zombies, you can run along, and then when you start to overheat or start to get out of puff, just have a seat, rotate like a lighthouse, make sure there's no zombies creeping up on you from any direction. Or if you catch it before you start getting exhausted, you can switch to foraging and walk along the road in between spates of running. It's a good way to get some running XP in between things. So we'll make it onto pastures new. More homes to raid. More baths to disassemble. Metalworking will help us make better walls for our base. Make our attempt at picking up an oven. Didn't say that there was a failure chance, so seemed to be all good. That's why we've been grinding the electronics. Now we can make our base more like a home. The old sneaky cupboard zombie. Just hiding in here. Your duct tape and your saw and your bit of wire. Yeah, you think they'd go mad when they hear you in the house. Start banging on the door. Break it down eventually. Now they're waiting. They know that you're going to come and look in behind every door, in every container. And they've got us right. That we will. Love this car, it reminds me of The Simpsons. It's sad when they're just looking longingly out a window and you can creep up behind them. Feel a little bit bad. But really, we're putting them out of their misery. That's the best way to think about it. Nobody wants to be zombified. Bunch of long-term food we can always come back for. Probably never need. Especially now that we've got crops planted. I reckon our little patch is probably enough to keep us going. Especially if we're getting seeds and replanting. Should get a few harvests in 100 days. If we can survive that long. School's fine when the lights are on. Feels much safer than when it's not. When the power's off, these bigger buildings are extra creepy. Trying to pick up a couple of the lockers, some extra storage. I do love storage for all the loot. I like to get some of the more unique containers. It's like a medical room. There's some of the more uncommon and rarer things. Not too many of anything, but a nice range of stuff. Wow. They followed us. Just gonna nope out of there and leave them in the school. That'll teach them. Get back. Better dump off all our frozen stuff. And eat some of the fresh stuff. Slice of cheese. It's my favourite food stuff because it's consistent, it's always the same. Good old slice of processed cheese. Yeah, still got plenty of stuff to unload. Base is starting to take shape. Yeah, it would be better if we can get more of the roof done. Certainly for this first area. Need to make a back wall for the kitchen. They're separated from that other little passageway. Generally want to keep all our hallways kind of 2 tiles wide. So now that we've got our washing machine, have to make sure it lines up with where we're going to put our water collectors. can always move things around if we want to, since there's no chance of breaking it by picking it up. Yeah, I can imagine Ramos would want to keep some of the trees for cover, to sort of camouflage his base, keep it away from prying eyes. But at the same time, it's the easiest source of getting wood, quickest way to keep making frames for the base. Tendency, because it is a short distance, to overload, which then leaves him feeling a little broken. But it'll make him strong in the long term. What doesn't kill him makes him stronger. Disassembling furniture is a lot slower than just chopping down the surrounding trees. We do need to keep some cover for the wildlife for trapping. We need to place the traps pretty far away from the base. I think it's better if they're in woodland. You're more likely to catch the rabbits and stuff. Don't want to strip everything completely bare, even if we don't think there are zombies that are going to see the base through the trees. Or as Ramos might worry about, the military coming after him, or raiders. Yeah, that would be a concern. Rogue military people, raiders, hostile survivors, zombies, hostile wildlife. Yeah, you don't see any of the rodents or rabbits running around or anything. It's one of the main features of the next build, build 42. Introduction of a whole bunch of different animals. You can farm. Tends to be a lot of accidentally running them over with your car because they run in front of you. So we head back round to where the school is. Another one of our stone axes. Not very good at chopping down trees because they break pretty quick, as they do when you're chopping down zombies. Yeah, some of the bigger trees takes more than one stone axe to even chop them down sometimes. I think it depends on your maintenance level and your carpentry level, how good a stone axe you're making. Old reliable crowbar. Yeah, if in doubt, use the crowbar. Can't be lucky and find machetes early on. It's not going to happen to you every run. Many runs a crowbar is going to see you through the first sort of 10 days or something. Yeah, it's good in the beginning to work on your maintenance level. You need to get into a garage and the door is locked and there's no sort of side door or a window or whatever. You just smash on the door with the crowbar. Still get maintenance XP for that. Oh, a zombie with a duffel bag. Yeah, all the bags, will take them. Full condition leather jacket. Gonna rip it up. Yeah, we Could try wearing it, but we'll start overheating pretty quickly. It is 22 degrees. That's about as hot as the hottest summer day in Scotland. Probably pretty mild considered where it's set. In Knox County. But yeah, that would be absolutely sweltering here. That's tops off weather. Yeah, I consider 10 pretty good. Don't start complaining about the cold unless it's sort of 4 or below. If you're American, I'm sorry, you don't know what I'm on about. Yeah, 22 is pretty good for Scotland. Only about 10 days of that a year. Nice weather. You actually want to go outside. Getting more materials. Still working on that electronics level. Even though now we can pick up appliances. Want to be able to make battery connectors. So we don't need to rely on the generator for lights and things in the base. So we can get all of the batteries that we're getting out of things and use them to power our lights. I like these big gun cases. I think it reminds me of a big Fender hard case. Guess you could put one of the guitars in there. I'm sure it's not heavier than a gun. Yeah, they usually come with a gun in them. Thank goodness. Yeah, at some point we'll want to train up aiming and reloading, using the shotgun to clear out a whole bunch of them. You want to do that in a very open area where you can see where they're all coming from. It's not good for urban warfare. Got a friend, a way to pop on the door. Yep. Go around the long way, don't want them breaking the nice sliding doors. Yeah, very high class, the sliding doors. Getting into the nicer homes. On the other side of the school. This is the nice half of town. Going towards the gated community. If you do want to stay in a home, rather than building a home as an extension to a store, probably just want to go straight to the gated community. I've done it before. Picked the most sort of northeastern home. Got a patch of grass next to it that you can do some gardening. Plant some crops. Has a fireplace, which can act like a stove. Keep you warm all through the winter. Yeah, it's pretty plush as far as houses go. That's usually the one I go for. Sort of tactically in the most eastern northern corner of Riverside. So you sort of got two sides blocked off that you know there's nothing coming from. It's further to go back and forth for the gas station. That would be the only thing. Yeah, I still think the store is the best location that we can go for in Riverside. That home is maybe in the top 5. Sure, other people would have other ideas. Maybe the big factory or something. Don't know how hard it would be to disassemble all the machinery and stuff and make room. Certainly a big space to work with. The school itself, that's certainly a big space to work with. It's already sectioned off quite well. Pretty vulnerable, a lot of windows on the ground floor. That would make it a no from me. Unless you built a massive perimeter wall. Going around the whole of the outside, something like that. It depends how many zombies were here, breaking the windows and stuff when you first arrived. How cleanly you could take them out, doing minimal damage to your future base. I've got here no windows broken before. I've only got one window broken this time. Not the end of the world. As I say, we are getting broken glass that we can then stand on to do a John McClane. Get some first aid XP. Just got to see the bright side in these things. Making the finishing touches to our first layer of our base. Need to work on the front a little bit, extend it all the way around. And obviously start making the metal walls. Some layers we don't need metal for. Don't need 2 layers of metal basically, just 1. Can use wood for some of the construction. Yeah, metal is certainly stronger. Gonna finish off the roof for this room as much as we can. Can make little fences to act as little barriers, stop us falling down the gap. It's good for along the edges as well. As I say, falling off the roof of a place that you've designed and made yourself is embarrassing, sad, depressing, humiliating. So yeah, don't do that. It's good to make a big cool base, but don't let it be your demise. Yeah, we're working on our skills. We're ready for the next metalworking book. Keep maximizing our XP gain. I'm gonna finish off foraging volume 3 before I do it. Keep reading our way through. Don't want to spend all our time reading. Car doesn't want to work. Have to go and get a new one. Actually a corpse in the back of this one. That's unusual, a not uncommon thing to see. It's a dead body, but if you take it out and drop it, will it be a zombie ready to attack you? Let's try it out. That just seems to be a dead body. Yeah, I'm still waiting for it to get up and start attacking us. Yeah, I've got a cool new van. Yeah, these minibuses, don't like them as much as the ones with the 2 seats and the big boot. Distributing the loot onto individual seats and then off again. A bit more cumbersome. At least I've still got plenty of ciggies. That's not a concern. Crowbars seeing us through. These These are the nice houses. Super classy with their sliding glass doors. Got red wine with their meals and everything. Look at them. How the other half lived. Or lived. Past tense. Now it's all ours. Hee hee hee. Yeah, it's just burglar simulator. Yeah, we'll keep disassembling the electronics. Disassemble beds. Getting that carpentry XP. Getting those planks and nails that we can take back to the base. Made a lot of scrap wood that time, but we've got some padded trousers. Some fighting trousers. Just what we need. But again, a bit too hot to wear really. Padded items, yeah, good for the winter. Much like leather jackets. But when it's still warm, July weather, then yeah, too warm, you'll overheat. Start sweating, getting dehydrated, getting tired sooner. Ramos is doing pretty well. Fighting. And having a little run around earlier on, that he's not tired yet. Yeah, always scoping out the place before you get into the looting. Advisable, so you don't get crept up on. Can't be too cautious. Yeah, an overabundance of caution. No such a thing when it comes to Zomboid. Another exposure survival. Hopefully that's not one we've already got. That's going to be useful. Make sure you've read all the relevant books before you watch Exposure Survival, because you don't know which one's which. Don't want to get a little bit of XP from it when you could get maximum XP. Yeah, as always, it's hard to balance out all your priorities. Yeah, working on everything at once. Like this furniture design, wouldn't be able to escape that little arrangement of furniture. I think you'd be able to fit through that gap between the sofa and the seat, but you can't. It's no good if you're getting swarmed by zombies. Yeah, disassembling electronics puts a lot of stuff into your inventory. You've got to tidy it up every so often. Get it put into your bigger bag. Yeah, we're pretty much full. Back to the van. There's actually a zombie kicking about. Make sure to take them out. Don't give them the opportunity to take us out. Yeah, he's getting tired now. Let him have his ciggy. I need to eat some food. Disassemble the phones. Can disassemble the open sign as well. Want to come back and take that. Once we've made our bar. Makes good decoration. Yeah, there's a few things that you can pick up that are good for decorating your base. Depends on your taste and the rooms that you're trying to make. Yeah, still got plenty of non-perishables that we can take from here. Happiness food. Can eat something on the way back, since he is hungry anyway. Take the open sign. I'll say we'll use it for decoration. Yeah, coming upstairs when you're fully loaded, heavy with stuff, better be very careful. Can't emphasize enough how falling off a roof is a bad thing to do. We'll fill up our propane torches so we can lay down another metal wall. Work on enclosing our rooms in. Eating some of our fresh food. Of course he wants another ciggy. Yeah, some more of our planks will get converted into wooden floor tiles. It's only one plank per tile, so can't get many of them done. Put away the rest of our loot. Check out our annotated map. That's not for Riverside, so it's not relevant. Read a little bit more of our book before bedtime. Hopefully he's not going to get up too early. Hopefully he's going to get up at all. I'll have to find out if he survives next time. Until then, take it easy. I'll see you all in the next one.